Watch out for this conversation.
What's going on, YouTubers? It's Legion 11, man. I got Miss Lashawn here. Who's also my aunt.
She's blessings.
She's an empire, man, with the hair doing and all that, man. She does natural hair, and she came a long way. I can say that I had the privilege, you know, of watching her grow. You know what I'm saying? I remember when she first mentioned her business. Definitely a blessing to speak it into existence. So, Miss Lashawn.
Yes, sir.
Name of your business is Knotti by Nature.
It's Knotti by Nature.
Knotti by Nature,
yes.
Okay.
Knotti by Nature, Natural Hair Salon.
Right, and you partnered with a friend of yours,
yes.
was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's Karma Cotton.
Right. And how long y'all been in the business so far?
Well, the salon opened back in October of 2009.
It's been a minute. Have
it'll be
y'all
3 years this year. In October?
October
24th.
Okay.
Now, you know we opened up a second location in April.
I was about to ask you that. Where at?
Yeah, in Greenville, North Carolina.
In Greenville. And let me let y'all know, I am not in Charlotte today. I'm actually in Raleigh. Alright? You was working with the city, right?
I work for the state of North Carolina.
Okay, you're working for the state of North Carolina.
Well, I'm still working for them.
Oh yeah? So you juggling?
Yeah, I still got a full-time job.
Wow. Hustler right here, man. Hustler, man. Hustling. Alright, so you use your money with the state to help fund and create and build Knotti by Nature.
Sorta, kinda. People think it takes a whole lot of money to start a business, but of course it depends on what type of business. But it didn't take much. With being that I had a partner, we took everything and split the cost of everything. So if it was like $500 for a piece of equipment, I put in $250, she put in $250. But I didn't use any of my full-time money. It was money that I made doing hair.
Cool. So
what I would do was, like, you know, work and build up my savings or whatever, and then we would buy stuff. So
keep that in mind. I know, you know, the ideal of having a certain sum of money to get your business or your ideal popping off, man, kind of hinders many of us, man. So heard it from the horse's mouth, man. Start small. Always start small. But whatever you do, just make sure you start.
But to me, starting a business, when I got to that point, you have to have a love for something. Something that doesn't make you feel like you're working.
Passion.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a good word for it. A passion for something.
Right.
Because me doing hair, that's not work.
It's more like play for pay.
Right.
Yeah. Dope.
And then really, I don't do it for the pay. I mean, because if that was the case, sometimes I wouldn't even go to work.
Right. You know, we all know that feeling.
Right.
And as far as your partner goes, I'm curious to know how did it all begin?
Okay. I met my business partner at the hair salon where she was working. She was already a stylist there, and I was a client. And one day, I happened to come in. The salon was packed full of people. And the stylist asked me, well, she made a comment. She actually wasn't directed towards me, but she said, I wish I had some help. But she knew I was a licensed cosmetologist. So I was like, well, shit, I'm going to be sitting in here waiting to get my hair done anyway, so I might as well, you know, help. So she can get to me quicker. So she let me go and help her shampoo hair, and that's where I met my current business partner. She was already a stylist there at that shop.
Did y'all knew each other?
No.
No?
No, we didn't know each other. When I asked, you know, if I went while I was a client there at the salon, the first day that I shampooed for her, I think it was like maybe a Friday. I went back the next day. So it kind of got me back, because I had stopped doing hair for a long time. So it kind of got me back in the groove of wanting to go back into that, because I was always in and out of it. So I became a regular shampoo girl at the salon. And then I want to say maybe 5 months into it, I started building my own clientele. I wasn't there for that purpose, but people started inquiring about my skills because they liked the way I shampooed. And then Lashawn, which is the owner of the salon, told them that I knew how to braid hair. So then I started braiding clients here and there, and then all of a sudden, I said within a 6-month period, I had my own clientele, and I actually stopped shampooing. Then I moved into a shared space in the salon, and I happened to move into space with Karma. Okay. So we shared a room. She had a booth on one side, and I had one on the other side. but we were the only two in that shop doing natural hair.
Wow. So you went in as a client and
Right.
came out a hairstylist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went in as a client. I already had my license, but I wasn't doing hair at the time.
Right. Seizing opportunity. Yeah.
Right. I did. I jumped right on it.
Wow.
I mean, because really she wasn't talking to me because there was actually several licensed stylists sitting in the room.
Right.
And she was like, I wish I had some help. Well, I got
So
up.
you spoke up.
Yeah, I got up and went and started shampooing hair.
Just straight like that?
Just straight like that.
Damn. Man, that's taking control, man. That's dope.
Yeah, so I dedicate my startup really to Lashawn Alves, the owner of Raven Hair Gallery.
Lashonda Alves?
Yes.
Shouts to Lashonda. Give my aunt that opportunity,
That's
man.
right.
So you and Karma had y'all was sharing the space, correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sharing the room.
Sharing the room. How did it take off from that point?
Karma and I developed a friendship. Karma used to teach me stuff. I used to show her some things, and then I'm not sure how long it took for us to start talking about, opening a salon together, but I think maybe a year or 2 years into it, Karma actually left the salon and opened up her own shop. She was in her salon for about 3 years, and the young ladies that she had in her salon moved out. So in between that time, me and her, became friends, and we was always talking about the natural hair community and what we can do to help. I mean, because a lot of things that we did, kind of like at the same time. I stopped doing relaxers because when I first started doing hair in the salon, I was doing weaves, I was doing extension braids, I was doing relaxers, and I had got to a point where I got tired of it. Me and Karma had a conversation. She said she was going to transition out of doing that, and I did the same thing. So I won't say we was the natural hairstylists at the salon, because really we weren't just doing natural hair. We was doing a whole lot of other different things. But then we started talking about, building a business together, and the opportunity came about. I gave my notice to Lashonda. The two girls that was in the shop with Karma moved out. The same day they moved out, I moved in. Wow. And we changed the name of the salon.
How did y'all develop y'all plan? The business plan?
Actually, I don't think we ever really developed a business plan. We just, I'm gonna say from my side, from my point of view, because I really don't know what Karma's thoughts on that would be. But working in the salon and working around non-natural things, or I don't even know what word to say, but I didn't like the atmosphere as far as the comfort level, I would say, for my natural clients, because a lot of women are not, they want to be natural, but some of them not mentally ready for it. So it makes it more difficult for them to continue to be natural. Right.
So it's kind of like you actually empathizing and sympathizing with your clients that gave you the ideal to do natural hair.
Yeah, just to be an environment just for us. Right. And really at the time, when I first started thinking about it, I wasn't even natural myself. But I started thinking, you know what, I'm doing natural hair. Let me try it. I had no idea what my hair would be like, because I've wore my hair chemically straightened since I was 9 years old. So when I started doing natural hair in the salon, I was not natural myself. I was still chemically straightening my hair. So I decided to transition, which I did for 12 months. And then after my 12-month transition, I cut all the relaxer that was left off my hair and started wearing my hair twisted up.
Cut all the relaxer off your hair, so that means you cut it short.
Because I let my hair grow out for 12 months. So it was a year of new growth, which was my natural hair coming in for 12-month period. And then after the 12 months, whatever was left over that was relaxed, I cut that off.
How could you tell it was relaxed?
Because it's two different textures.
So you can actually feel the texture?
Yeah, you can feel it and you see it.
Oh, yeah.
When your hair is chemically straight and it's straight, my natural pattern is not straight hair. My hair has waves in it. So that's, easy to identify, by just looking at it.
I remember helping you study at one moment.
Yeah, when I had to go back and get my license because I let my license expire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because, matter of fact, Lashonda wanted me to go with them to a hair show. I had never been to one. And I thought I was under the impression that hair shows were only for professional people. I didn't know they just let anybody on the street come in. So I was like, well, let me go get a copy of my license, because I knew I hadn't been working. I called state board. She said, "You're not licensed in the state of North Carolina." I like to faint it. I was like, "Yes, that's what I am." I went to school and everything, graduated, and I took state board before and had a license, but I hadn't renewed my license because you're supposed to renew your license every 3 years, and I wasn't sending in my payment to renew my license, so it just went away. You know how you don't pay your car insurance and you don't have none? That's how it is with a license when you get a state registered license. So I had to, and I thought I had to go back to school, which I wasn't going to do. But I contacted somebody at state board. She told me to purchase the book online. She gave me the title of the book, so I went online and purchased it. So I started studying on my own, and I actually scored higher doing it the second time.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. Why you think that is? Because you did it the second time, or you just was more? I
think I was more focused and was more ready to get it. Yeah. Because when I first got my license, I was 19 years old. Right. Shit, I really didn't even want to be in school, but you know, I went because hair is what I wanted to do. Right. My mother tried to get me to go to college, but that ain't where I wanted to be. So I went to hair school. Oh. But yeah, I didn't score too high. As long as you pass, that was all on my mind. As long as I passed the test, then I was good. Right. But see, I wanted to score. I wanted to get like straight hundreds on the exam. Right.
Man, that's a high ass goal.
Yeah, I actually got a 93 on one part and a 97 on another.
So you almost did it.
Almost.
Damn, why you ain't just try the third time?
Nah, because you got to pay for the test. Damn test ain't free.
Fuck that, 93. Yeah, that's
that
good.
That was closer, damn no.
Oh, all right. I did that. Well, what was it that your mom wanted you to go to college for?
Damn if I know.
It wasn't cosmetology, then what would it be?
I had no idea because I can't think that far back. You talking about now?
Now, yeah, right now.
Okay, if I had to go to college now, I would go as a chemistry major.
Chemistry major?
Mm-hmm. Well, science major. I don't know what it's called. I want to be able to know what type of stuff to mix together because I want to create a product line.
A product line?
Mm-hmm. For hair products and skin products.
That sounds like something you can still do.
Oh, I can. I've already started.
Really?
I have.
God damn. Wow.
Yeah, me and my sister, Kenya Collins, is working on a product line. Whoa. Because Kenya's a massage therapist, so we're gonna work on some lotions and oils and stuff for massage therapists. Then I'm gonna create some hair products, sell in the stores.
YouTubers, man, once again, I want to give shouts to my aunt Kenya, man, for doing her thing, man.
I don't use other people's products. I mean, not styling products, but I use other people's shampoos and stuff. But no, my things, the ingredients and stuff, or products that I use to twist locks, to twist braids, or blow out hair for braided purposes. That's my own stuff.
So how do you find the courage or the knowledge, whichever fits the description, to actually experiment or mix these chemicals? Actually, is it an experiment at all?
It's not chemicals. It's all natural stuff, so it ain't gonna be nothing I'm gonna put together that's gonna blow up in my face. I mean,
is it dangerous?
No, it's not. Huh? It's all natural stuff.
Oh, okay. Just the idea of mixing shit?
Yeah, no, it ain't got no lye and no shit you can't pronounce. I'm using stuff like shea butter and olive oil and tea tree oil. So how do you
configure the combinations?
Really, I'm just doing it by the texture of because I use shea butter is my base, and I just mix to the consistency that I like. That's what I do want to go take more classes. Of course, I need more knowledge, but I have the knowledge as far as what I need to use for what purpose. All the ingredients that I mix in my shea butter is for a benefit to hair and skin. That's the only thing I mix in my shea butter.
Hair and skin? Right. Skin meaning the scalp?
Right. Well, and my shea butter you can use as lotion.
Wow. Okay.
And really, from what I've been told, any natural product you should be able to use on your hair and your skin and your body. Taking a shower with it. I mean, because your scalp is part of your skin. So if it's good for your scalp, it's good for everything else.
Okay, yeah, I get it now. Yeah. Yeah, okay. The benefits are natural. I got it.
What I think I want to focus on would be for people that have problems with growing hair. Mm-hmm. I want to figure out a way of how to stimulate the growth of hair. Of course, once it starts getting into the clinical or medical part of it, that part I wouldn't be able to do because I don't have those type of credentials, but as far as a natural stimulant for growing hair, for people that have problems with like psoriasis or alopecia and stuff like that, I want to create products to help with those issues. I already have my shea butter, I already got my oils.
Anything that has something to do or anything to do with doing hair is a part of your passion.
Yeah, it's part of my passion. It's what I want to do. That's who I am.
Where are y'all at in y'all business at this point?
We are, well, as far as the Raleigh salon, the Raleigh location is pretty much running itself. There's 5 of us in that salon, so it's not really something that we have to babysit because they're experienced stylists there. They have licenses, they know what they're doing, and they're good at what they do. We're in the process now being that we just opened up the Greenville location in April of this year. We're working on finding licensed cosmetologists or natural hair specialists to come in and either rent booths or work on a commission-based salary, sort of, to come in the salon and be able to service the community there in Greenville.
Okay. Now, when it comes to employing, other people, what is it that what do you offer them to get their attention?
Actually, it's nothing that we offer because we actually don't hire anybody. It's either you're gonna come in with your own clientele and rent a booth, meaning that you're gonna pay a weekly rent for your space, or you're gonna come in as a commission base, which means normally people that work on commission are people who don't have the clientele and are working on building that clientele, will have the skills and experience that they need to do that, or to do whatever job it is. So Knotti by Nature has built up their I ain't gonna say fan base because we don't have a fan base, but I think our name is sort of known in the area. So it's like when you say Knotti by Nature, they be like, oh, well, we heard about them. So when they hear that we've opened up another salon in another location, the people are seeking it. They're looking for it because in the Greenville, North Carolina area, there is no total natural hair salon there. So we're the first ones. Right. So we're looking for some people that have the experience and also people that have the same passion that we have as far as with natural hair. Not somebody that does natural hair on the side just to be making money. It's got to be a passion, something that you want to do, something that you want to go in the community and help people gain knowledge on. Because we're trying to kind of, I guess, restructure what black people think is beautiful. Because everybody think having long, beautiful, flowing hair like Beyonce is what it is, but it's not.
Right. And YouTubers, I'm not gonna go into what that is. All right, that's another topic that I wish I could speak on right now because I'm feeling it right now. But I'm gonna let that ride. How do you measure someone's passion for what it is they do?
No, I mean just by talking to them. When stylists come in and talk about when we ask about like what they like to do or what they do in the salon or what their skill level is, we can kind of tell by that. And of course, by this conversation, you can tell by a person's passion, what they've done, what they're doing to make themselves better in that area. Just different things. And it's about I think it's more of to me, it's an energy.
So are you still looking for
stylists?
Yeah.
Yes, I posted an ad on Facebook this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Because we're in Greenville, we're set up for 5 stylists and we only have 2. So we're still looking. We have space for 3 more.
Oh, yeah?
And we actually have an extra space, which we're trying to find out whether or not the need for a masseuse is good or high, or and bringing an esthetician in will be better. But we hadn't had a response from either one for that.
An esthetician?
Esthetician are people who are licensed to do like facials and stuff like that.
Dope, got it. Why not both of them? Why not the massage therapist and the massage?
Well, if that one person is a masseuse and a esthetician, that would be excellent. Yeah. But we only have that one room, so we have to set the room up for either or. But we have a chair that converts from a facial chair to a massage chair. But being that we can't rent the same room to the same 2 different people.
Right. So for one of them to share the same room would take what?
They couldn't because in a massage room it would have to be private.
Alright, so listen, YouTubers, if there's any, first the location. What are the locations again?
Knotti by Nature Natural Hair Salon, Raleigh locations. Address is 6512 Six Forks Road. We're located in Pembroke Square, off of Six Forks in Suite 502A. And the Greenville location, that's Greenville, North Carolina. The address is 76 Howell Street. That's Howell. And our website is www.knotti, spelled Knotti, by nature.com.
Knotti.
I love my Knotti hair.
If there's any stylists out there, man, and you know you want to try something different, you know, if you're doing the weaves and all that other extra stuff, you know, you want to break away from that, which is probably a good thing. You know, leave that alone, man. Let's do natural, man. Contact Lashawn here at Knotti by Nature at the information that's listed for you, and see if you can work something out. Make sure it's a passion. She said that too. If you're not passionate about what you do, then probably not a right fit for Knotti by Nature. All right, Knotti by Nature. My bad.
Right.
All right, YouTubers, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This is Legion 11. Once again, this is Mr. Lashawn, who's my aunt. Definitely proud. And you're watching The Number Y. Matter of fact, what they watching?
The Number Y.
The Number Y. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Found out from this conversation.
So from that point, when you and Carmen, is it Carmen or Karma?
Karma.
Karma.
Like Karma's a bitch.
Damn.
Karma.
Damn, motherfucker. All right.
Now you need to edit that out. Yeah, Karma.
But once again, shouts to Kenya, man. All right, so let's see what I want to ask now. See, that's the benefit of this shit not being live.
Right. we would have some scripted shit. I'd be like, hold the cue card, I can't see.
You say what?
You're supposed to have your shit together. You're supposed to have your questions in front of you.
Yeah, man.
Well, this is a new topic, so he's just freelancing right here.
Exactly.
He's going to edit it, so hopefully this shit won't be all crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, what the hell she talking about?
Well, yeah, it's like what,
21 minutes.
21 minutes, yeah. It's already like.
We had a lot of interruptions though. You wouldn't want nobody in there getting a facial while you getting a massage.
Yeah, with my ass out.
Well, your ass wouldn't be out. I don't think. With the only kind of damn massage parlor you go to, but.
Well, they massage your butt gonna be shot.
Oh.
Yeah,
I wouldn't get my ass massaged, but I didn't even know that was possible.
Look like you feel good, man. Look like you feel good.
It probably do.
It's good for your sciatic nerve.
Sciatic nerve?
Yeah.
I thought you about to say sex. I thought you about to say sex. You fucked me up.
A lot of people have trouble with that sciatica.
What is that?
You know,
Look at this.
Talk that shit, yo.
when you
That's my sister in the background talking.
Nah, bring it in, bring it in.
It's located right here.
Alright,
And your ass.
we can't, I know y'all can't see it, but it's a certain part on your ass. It look like it's just underneath the cheek. Is it the?
No, it's on the cheek.
It's on the cheek. Alright, it's kind of like close to the side
You know,
of the ass.
sometimes when you raise or you walk and that sharp pain goes up your back.
Yeah, like you got a pull muscle or
Yeah,
something.
that's your sciatica.
Oh.
And that you get in with your elbows and get that shit.
Sound like a fight. Damn.
Alrighty then.
Alright, sciatica, right?
Sciatica. In the body.
The who?
It's the biggest nerve in the body.
Okay.
Sciatica is the biggest nerve in the body, and it's
Located in your ass.
located in your ass. So remember that.
In the glutes.
Remember that. In the glutes. In the
So
glutes.
ghetto.
In the glutes, man. So getting kicked in the ass, it ain't. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Block the nerve. You got to protect the nerve. All right, cool. And also remember, that if you're not in the Raleigh or what the other
Greenville, North Carolina.
if you're not in the Raleigh or the Greenville, North Carolina location, that means you're gonna have to find an apartment here in Raleigh or in Greenville before you start trying to come out here and do hair and shit. Right? Just a little something off the top of the head, man. You know, I want to try to take care of y'all. You know, I know sometimes people get excited, man, and you might just be like, what? And just try to make that move, and sometimes that shit don't work out, man. So just make sure you're watching.
Legion 11 TV.
Nah, it's called The Number Y.
The Number Y?
Yeah. But as far as with the business, there was a certain kind of piece that you had to have within yourself in order to actually get that popping.
Right.
Right?
Well, I mean, I think the peace within and the love for yourself is the basis for everything in life, not just for starting a business. But you have to. I'm gonna be on Oprah one day.
Yeah, you should be. And I appreciate that 2-hour damn interview. My bad, y'all. I do wish I had my shit.
2 hours? That was only 38 minutes.
It felt like 2 hours.
That shit was good.
That's straight. That's straight. So if there's any natural hair stylists out there, man, you know, y'all want to break away and try something different in a new area even, let me start that shit over. If there's any